Here with Ryan McGuire, the Iowa Heartlanders getting set for a Wednesday showdown against the Indy Fuel. And Ryan, the Heartlanders looking to turn it around on this Wednesday. There's been some positive glimpses here or there. What has Chuck been preaching to you positively that's gone on the last few weeks?
Just being predictable to each other and to our system. I think that just playing the game a little more vanilla and keeping it simple and making hard plays, that's what we've been preaching, and that's the way that we'll have success.
It's interesting you say like the vanilla simplicity style. It's something he's talked a lot about. What areas specifically do you think about when he says, hey man, just be simple?
Just in terms of making smart decisions at our blue line or the offensive blue line, just winning the battles on the boards too, not throwing pucks away in the O-zone. So just making the right play, simple play, and getting to the net hard.
Again, for you, rookie season, we were just talking off the air about that if you were in college, I mean, the season would be a little bit more than half done, but it's marathon here. You still got another about 50 games left in the regular season. Knowing where the team is in the standings right now, how does that give you guys hope in the room that, hey, you don't want to slip and slide too much, but there's a little bit more leeway than if you were more than halfway done with the year at this point?
Right. It gives us time to learn whether we win or lose. And in college, you kind of have to make your decision a little bit quicker. And a lot of the times you run out of time in college. You say, we'll figure it out next weekend, and then you run out of time. But the nice thing about pro is that you do have a little bit more leeway. But with that being said, you do have to figure it out at one point. I think we're right on that cusp now.
He's used the term 3 feet from gold a lot. What does that mean when you hear Chuck say that?
It just means to keep on going. Like a lot of people stop digging in deep when we're right about to get over the hump of a hardship, and I think that just the story of us has been we're 3 feet from gold every game, whether we're winning or we're having a good game going into the third, and we just kind of tail off. But the more we practice and the more predictable we are, I think the more we'll be able to stay on the same page and play a full 60.
Again, here with Ryan McGuire, the Heartlanders in the Indy Fuel, first of 9 meetings between these clubs, but 8 of them are not until later in the season. Kind of a weird opposite of like Bloomington, opposite of Toledo kind of vibe in this season series between the Heartlanders and the Fuel. You're a guy that came in near the end of last season, had some success right off the hop. I think you had an overtime winner in there too with the Heartlanders, scoring 5 goals and then getting the playoff experience. When you reflect back on how those last few weeks and really more than a month of a season and then into the postseason helped set you up for this year, what do you think about it?
Yeah, I just want to thank the organization for giving me a chance last year and for treating me well. I couldn't be any happier being where I am with this group and this organization, and I just think I learned a lot about the steps it takes to be a pro. When you go to school, people are on scholarship, and not everyone wants to make their career in the game. But when you get to pro, it is much more of a career and a living, and it's your job now. So just showing up to the rink every day, knowing what I have to do to take care of myself and help the team win has definitely helped a lot.
It's such a young room too. You got a lot of places pro, and there might be a few guys that are in their 30s that have worn C's for multiple years or A's or whatever it is. With you being a rookie, but also being like an older guy that went to college, how does that springboard you into having a voice and making sure the boys stay locked in?
I think it just brings in a different perspective. Like a lot of guys came from major junior where they were playing with 21-year-olds, and those were their veterans. But when I was in college as a 19-year-old, I had 2 25-year-olds on my team. And they really taught you how to just kind of show up to the rink and make sure you're taking care of yourself. And I think I can bring that here too, just having that experience, having older guys who help me out. I can show up and be a voice for guys who maybe aren't having a great day, just reminding them that we're playing a game and this is our job and we should have fun doing it.
What's your communication like with Chuck, Mike, and Brett, the coaching staff this year?
It's good. I was actually fortunate enough to see them a good amount this summer, and so I was able to build a good relationship with all 3 of the coaches and even our trainer, Abby, and our equipment manager, RJ. And so just over-communicating, I think, has been better than under-communicating no matter what. So, and they're great. They have their door open all the time, and they invite you to have conversations and watch video. So just over-communicating, I think, is the most important part of that relationship.
And it strikes me you haven't even faced the Indy Fuel yet, so still young on in your career. Getting back from the injury here over these last few weeks, what are some areas that you felt you've come about, and then areas that you're still trying to get there 100%, knowing what it takes to come back?
So my timing the first 2 games was a little bit off, but then in Game 3 this past week, and I felt like my timing was much more on, whether it was in face-offs or the D zone, and just getting my legs back under me and my wind back, I think will be the biggest thing down the stretch.
Ryan, thanks again for a few minutes. Appreciate it, and best of luck.
Thank you.
Again, that's Ryan McGuire back after this here at Intermission.